Hey guys, LadyLibertyStacker. Today is Wednesday, November 10th, 2021, and what you're looking at today is me testing out this skillet for the very first time. Haven't used it yet. I just like the way it looks. Even for a lodge, I think it's very pretty, but I need to start using it and getting it to black. This is a dark chocolatey brown, or just a chocolatey brown. Today I'm going to have a low-carb breakfast. Just to date, I've lost 45.5 pounds since the beginning of June, following the ketogenic or keto diet, which is a low-carb, high-fat diet, and you eat real food. And I had a lot of keto treats. I make keto snacks and things like that. And, I still lost, a good amount of weight, but to really get everything off that I need to get off, I need to make a little bit less carbs. So this is what I'm going to have today. Just so you can see, I'm going to fry up this breakfast sausage in the skillet. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the burner and let it warm up. And we're going to cook these up. These are just original sausage links, and they have 2 carbs for 3 links. And that's very low. And the macros are good. 9 grams of protein and 18 grams of fat. Ideally, you're supposed to get more fat than protein in your meats. They should be fatty quality meats. There's not a whole lot of ingredients in this, just a short ingredient list. A little bit of dextrose, but I think they use that in curing the pork. You try to get it as clean as you possibly can. And this stuff is hard to find, real low carb. I see all kinds of things in it. I see monosodium glutamate, MSG, and you don't want that at all. It causes inflammation. All right, moving on. We got organic large brown eggs. These are from Costco by Kirkland Signature. Organic, and they're high quality. And I'm going to use a Kirkland Signature already done fully cooked bacon. And this is, I don't know if you can see that there, 0 carbs. 6 grams of protein and 6 grams of fat, so it's equal grams of fat and protein, but I'm just going to have 3 2 slices. I usually have 3, so I'm going to have that and just put that in the microwave for about 3 slices, about 40 seconds, and it's good to go. The next thing where a lot of carbs sneak up is in shredded cheese and cheese. And interestingly enough, I had been using this brand, Amish Valley, and looking at the carbs per 1/4 cup, it is 2 grams of carbs from just the sugar in it. And we're going to look at the nutrient list. It's got, I don't know if you can read that. It's hard to show on this particular camera, but it's got pasteurized milk, cheese cultures, nothing wrong with that. Salt, enzymes, annatto, vegetable color, I don't know. Potato starch, cornstarch, calcium sulfate added to prevent caking, and a natamycin, a natural mold inhibitor. All right, well, some other ingredients in there that I'm not crazy about. So at Kirkland, or the Kirkland Signature, again at Costco, and Sargento cheeses also are lower in carb. But I wanted to check this one out. This one has the same calories because you got fat, but you got 9 grams of total fat. You got 7 grams of protein, 1 carbohydrate, and the ingredient list is even shorter. It's got sharp cheddar cheese. This is sharp cheddar cheese. Yeah, both of them were sharp. Pasteurized milk, cheese culture, salt, enzymes, annatto color, the same. Potato starch added to prevent caking, but minus, let's see, what would this one had? Minus the calcium sulfate and cornstarch. So we got rid of 2 not natural substances. I'll call them substances that I really don't want to ingest. And again, the natamycin is in there as well to prevent mold. Yeah, I guess you're not going to really get around that unless you buy a hard cheese and grate it yourself. But my time is valuable, and I'm willing to give up a little bit, or have a couple more ingredients in here that maybe I'm not a great fan of, but it just saves time. but 1 carb instead of 2. And when you're down to 20 total carbs a day, which is what I'm going to attempt to do now, every carb counts. Every little carb counts. And then, when I have a couple sausage links, I'm going to have an omelet. I'm going to put in a little bit of sour cream, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and nutritional yeast, which is good for all your B vitamins. Put that in there. I don't eat a lot of seafood, so I do need that. Then I'm going to have just some romaine lettuce. This is organic washed. Well, it's actually, I thought it was organic. But anyway, it's washed and ready to go. And then a homemade Caesar dressing without anchovies, because I can't do the fish thing. But actually, most of the salad dressings that you will buy have soybean oil or canola oil or other types of oil, vegetable or seed oils, which are totally bad. And that has MCT oil in it, or you could use olive oil or avocado oil. But MCT oil is flavorless and it's very healthy for you. And actually, it's derived from coconut oil or coconuts. So that is in there. And that's going to be my breakfast. And I'll show you how this does this. So I will be back in just a moment. Okay, the pan is now hot, so I'm going to use my avocado oil spray. And it is non-GMO, and its the smoke point is high in avocado oil, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. I'm going to fry these up. And I'll use tongs to turn them. Perfect size to do these, and I'll just, once they're done, I'll store them away and just heat them up and just give them a quick heat in the microwave and go from there. Okay guys, I'm going to just give this a quick rinse out, and then we're going to try to make the omelet now. So here we go, hot water on a hot skillet. I just don't want the baked on caramelized pieces of the sausage to bake onto the skillet and mar the perfect smooth surface. So we have it like so. And I'm going to take my non-abrasive scratch pad. I'm just going to give it a little rinse out. You don't want to use any soap. You can see what I'm doing. You don't want to use any soap on a newly seasoned skillet because you could be taking off some of the seasoning. And I'm just going to go ahead and overlook some of the areas. I'll just have to do a thorough cleaning after I'm done with breakfast. But I want to make my omelet, so I will be back when the skillet is ready to go once again. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic, just a pinch of garlic powder. You can use whatever you want. It's actually a lower carb spice, but spices do have carbs, so you need to count them. A little bit of pepper. And a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt. And if you're on the keto diet, it's important to have plenty of salt in your diet. It'll help keep you moving, if you know what I mean. 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast flakes, and then I'm going to add the cheddar cheese after I'm going to mix that all up. Just make sure I get it all mixed up. The sausage is all done. It's just cooling. I'm going to do the omelet now. Spray the pan again with some more avocado oil. You want to make sure you need heat and fat before you cook anything. So I'll put the camera down. We're going to use silicone spatula to cook the omelet. So I quickly washed out the pan so I could go ahead and use the same one for the meal. Just something I'm trying. I tweak a lot of things as I use cast iron more and more. Some things work well, some things don't. But we're going to see how this works. And you can see that it's, I'm going to go ahead and rest that there because this is heat resistant up to, I think, 450 degrees. Add some more sea salt to it. I wouldn't add as much to my husband's because he doesn't totally eat this way. But if you're on the keto diet, there's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with eating a lot of salt every day, or ingesting, I should say. I'm trying to get this bag open. Doesn't seem to want to come open. I will be right back. I am back, so we're going to go ahead and lift up around the edges. You can see here, it looks like it is non-stick. Now, you probably shouldn't do eggs right away, but that's not bad. Look at that, guys. Look at that. And it's sticking on one section and not on the other, so it may have some hot spots. It's hard to tell. So we're going to get a wooden utensil. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, see if I can get it all. You can't really see that. I'll transfer it over here, all to the edge. And we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of cheddar cheese. This is a sharp cheddar cheese. And a little bit of sour cream, just maybe a tablespoon of sour cream. I always like sour cream in my eggs or omelets. Just makes it, just gives it an extra something. There we go. There. I'm going to attempt to fold it up now before it bakes onto the pan. So here it is. You can see that. Not bad. This is its first run. Not bad at all. Look at that. That's wonderful. So we're going to see if we can get the other side. A little bit more sticking on the other side, but you know what? That's okay. Not bad for its, actually look at that, not bad at all. Okay, now at this point, I'm going to turn off the oven, or stove. And that's going to be my 3-egg omelet for breakfast. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on a pan. So, be right back. Now, I'm not a professional cooking person putting up cooking videos, just showing you how my cast iron is working out. Can you see the plate there? Can't really see the camera too well, but here it is, guys. The new lodge that I just restored. Look at that, how it slides right out. All right. And there it is. So I will be back once I have everything on my plate and I can show you what it looks like. Okay guys, I am back. This is just soaking in water, and I will go ahead and take care of that after I eat. I may do another video on cleaning this up for the first time, and you definitely need to do mini seasonings to build up your layers of seasoning on the skillet. But meanwhile, here is my keto-friendly lunch. Actually, it's breakfast, but I haven't eaten in 17 hours. And I do that anywhere from 15 to 20 hours. I fast every day, or just don't eat. And this is my first meal, so I've got 3 sausage links, 2 carbs, maybe 1 carb in that. The cheddar cheese is 1 carb, the eggs nothing, sour cream 1, so roughly 5. And then we have 2 outer leaf romaine lettuce leaves with 1 serving of the Caesar dressing. So I'm guessing 7 to 8 total carbs in this meal. I'm allowing myself 20 a day. So we'll see how close I came just with what I know. Anyway, here it is, and I will taste the omelet. An omelet, the first time I ever used this cast iron. And with the way I do it now, it's possible. So here it is. Delicious. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment or question below and give me a thumb up. I appreciate the support, and go make it a great day.